And welcome back to Washington Commanders Insider. The Washington Commanders win 40-7, but they lose their star quarterback, Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels goes down to a rib injury. Looks like that the injury may have happened after a big scramble play in the first quarter, in the first drive of the game. He had a huge 46-yard gain that took him across midfield, and it was kind of an awkward tackle where he went down awkwardly. It looks like he injured his ribs. He went back for x-rays, came back for the second half in street clothes. And Coach Dan Quinn said that the Commanders are going to have a little bit more of an update for us come Monday. So hopefully this is not too serious for the Washington Commanders, because Jaden Daniels has been absolutely fabulous. And so with that being said, talking about some of the keys to this game, I think we have to start with the defense. The defense was absolutely outstanding. And starting with Dante Fowler Jr., I think that he did a terrific job today, because he goes out there, he gets a pick six for a touchdown. And then also you have the second-year cornerback, Emmanuel Forbes. He gets an interception today, first of the season for him. And so that is a key point in today's game. The Washington Commanders force turnovers and they score on those turnovers. This is something that the Commanders have really struggled with. And I think that this could be a huge step for this Washington Commanders team. Much like I think the offense has been taking those steps week after week after week, I think defensively, this could perhaps create some momentum for the Commanders out there, because this is exactly what they needed, especially in a time where, the franchise quarterback goes down to an injury. So you might have to lean a little bit more on this defense, for maybe a week or so, if it is something that he has to miss some time. But next up, talking about the defense, I want to go ahead and give some praise to Mike Samra. I think that he was phenomenal today. I've been talking about the physicality that he is really bringing to this secondary. I talked about that during the Cleveland game. You saw that hit on the sideline that he makes on Deshaun Watson. And look, Mike Samra again comes in, brings that physicality today. He has 6 solo tackles. He also had a tackle for a loss. You see the pass deflection as well. And I think that Mike Samra is really turning into a dependable player in the secondary. And this is huge, because this is what this defense needs. They need somebody in the secondary that can be the captain back there and really step up. I like what Mike Samra is doing in year number 1. I love the fact that he is coming up. He is being an impact player to really help us in the run game. And I think that his coverage has gotten a lot better each and every game. And so that is key also when we're talking about this defense. And so next, let's go ahead and shift focus to the offense and what we saw today. And so we have got to go ahead and give Marcus Mariota his credit as well. I think that he did a fabulous job, stepping in for Jaden Daniels. 18 of 23, 205, 2 touchdowns. He also had 34 yards on the ground on 11 carries. So, I think that this offense is something that is kind of similar to what he ran when he was with the Tennessee Titans, and he had a very good year there his rookie season. He set a whole bunch of franchise records there. And so, he can definitely play, and this is a player that I for sure trust if we have to play him at quarterback. But I think you saw that just how versatile he still is in his career. And so that was huge for the Commanders. It looks like he had some good rapport or connection with Terry McLaurin, because 6 receptions, 98 yards, 16.3 average. That is good. And like Terry McLaurin, this guy looks like he can really make it happen with whatever quarterback is back there. So I want to give definitely Terry McLaurin his credit, being able to adjust and be still a factor in this offense. Zach Ertz had a very good day today, 4 receptions, 40 yards, and a touchdown there. So I think that was huge for the Commanders. We also had our rookie tight end step in. He got a touchdown as well. Maybe we'll see an expanded role for him. And I think that this is exactly what the Commanders wanted to do. I think that they did a great job as far as getting some chunk plays here, and they made them count. So to go out there, get some touchdowns with your wide receiver core, to get that type of connection with Terry McLaurin Lawrence stepping in with your backup quarterback. That was huge. And then look at what we were able to do running the football. I've said this before, running the football is the Washington Commanders' identity. They have a total of 214 yards, 37 carries on the day, which is exactly what we need. We need to have a little bit more of a run attack and then go to the pass attack. And I think that was great today. You see Brian Robinson Jr. coming back from the knee injury, 12 carries, 71 yards, a touchdown for him today. So that's good. And Jaden Daniels was having quite the day before he went down. Jeremy McNichols has a pretty good day as well, 7 carries for 42 yards. So that is huge. And, just want to shift focus one more time back over to the defense for the Commanders. Look, the Carolina Panthers, they have been hot as far as running the football. In fact, Hubbard had come in. He had had a couple 100-yard games coming into this, only to have 52 yards today. He did have that late touchdown, which gave them the 7 points on the day, but they held him to 3.1 a carry. That's pretty huge for the Commanders to come in and hold a star running back down to 3.1 an average. So that was very good today. So the Commanders holding it down in the run game. Secondary wise, we do a great job there, not really allowing Dante Johnson to have a big day. He was coming back off the injury, 1 for 17. So I think we do a great job there. And so, the Commanders just all around, great play. They really took it to Andy Dalton today. He was 11 of 16, 93 yards. He had the 2 INTs. He also had the 2 sacks, really did a good job taking away everything that Andy Dalton wanted to do. And we talked about, having the Carolina Panthers chase. That's exactly what the Washington Commanders do. And so, just some of the game notes to take out of this is Zach Ertz caught his 47th career touchdown. We talked about that. And that was his first with the Commanders. So a big one there. Then, also too, just talking a little bit more about the Commanders and, just the way that we were able to take care of business in the special teams area as well. We had Austin Seibert come in. He had 19 of 20, on the season. So he's perfect on his extra points as well. So that's huge. He's doing very, very good. So if you have him in fantasy football, it's definitely a player that you want to have right now. So, shout out to the special teams game, taking care of business here. And we obviously needed to go out there and get him. So he's been phenomenal since we picked him up. And, just again, I think that these were some of the key takeaways from the Commanders win against the Carolina Panthers. Let me know in the comments what your biggest takeaway was. And, we'll be talking a little bit more tomorrow, really on just what is going on with Jaden Daniels, because this is going to be a tough situation. And, being a Washington Commanders fan or Washington fan, I do remember when RG3 went down his rookie year. And so, I'm curious to see what is going to happen now with Jaden Daniels. It doesn't look that serious. Hopefully he's going to be fine, but we're all going to find out a little bit more here Monday as to what is going on with Jaden Daniels. But anyway, it is Victory Sunday for the Washington Commanders. This is Washington Commanders Insider. I will see you guys on the next one. Peace. I'm out.